Dad, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Why does failure hurt so much? Sometimes it feels like all the effort was wasted. Like maybe failing means I wasn't good enough in the first place.
When I was about your age, I decided I'd build my own fishing boat. I'd never built one before. Didn't stop me. I borrowed books from the library, watched experienced builders, spent every spare evening in the shed. Every board I cut felt like progress. Every nail made me believe I was getting closer. Months later, she was finally finished. I remember standing back, proud as anything. She looked beautiful, at least from a distance. Launch day arrived. A few friends came to watch. I pushed her into the lake, climbed aboard, untied the rope, and within minutes, she started taking on water. Not a little, a lot. Before long, I was standing knee-deep in the lake, trying to save a boat that had never really floated. My friends tried not to laugh. I laughed anyway. Mostly because crying wouldn't have fixed it.
I dragged that soggy mess back into the shed. For 2 days, I didn't even open the door. I told myself I wasn't cut out for building things, that I'd embarrassed myself, that maybe I'd been foolish to try. Then an old boat builder came by. He looked over every inch of it. Didn't laugh, didn't criticize. He just pointed. Here's where the water got in. And there's another place. And here's the big one. He looked at me and smiled. You haven't failed. You've paid for a very expensive lesson. I never forgot those words. Failure wasn't the opposite of success. It was the invoice for learning. The funny thing is, the second boat floated. Not because I suddenly became talented, because I stopped pretending I already knew everything. Every mistake from the first boat became part of the second one. That's how life works. Every business that doesn't survive, every interview you don't get, every relationship that teaches you something painful, every dream that takes longer than expected. If you pay attention, they all leave you wiser than when you started. The only failure that's truly wasted is the one that teaches you nothing.
So, how do I stop being afraid of failing again?
You stop asking whether you'll fail. You start asking what you'll learn if you do. Because every worthwhile life has scratches, scars, wrong turns, broken plans. The people you admire most aren't the ones who never fell. They're the ones who kept getting back up with a little more wisdom each time. Resilience isn't pretending failure doesn't hurt. It hurts. But pain can become a teacher if you let it. Remember this, Daniel. Every master was once a beginner. Every expert once made embarrassing mistakes. Every strong person has a story they don't often tell. Don't fear paying tuition. Just make sure you graduate from the lesson. Failure is never wasted when it leaves you wiser than before. What failure in your life might actually be preparing you for something greater?